Hello everyone, I am Geeta Khatri and welcome back to Learn at Scholar. I am back with chapter 11, Perimeter and Area. You must be familiar with different kinds of shapes like circle, rectangle, square, triangle and many more. Knowing the areas and perimeter of different kind of shapes will be very useful in real life scenarios. Like if you want to know the cost of lamination, you want to laminate one picture which is rectangular or square in shape, or you wish to laminate any document, then you should know the area. That means this one, because you have to laminate the whole picture or the whole document. I have made separate videos. The link is given in the description box. You will be able to identify whether to calculate the area or the perimeter to know the total cost. Let us revise. If 2 rupees per meter square is the cost of lamination, you will find out the area of the picture or the document, then you will multiply that area with 2 to find out the total cost of lamination. In the same manner, if you want to frame a picture, the frame is like this. Then you will find out the perimeter, because perimeter is like this is circle, then this is the perimeter or the circumference of the circle. This is a rectangle. This outer boundary of the rectangle is the perimeter. This is the square. This is the outer boundary of the square, and the total of this boundary is called the perimeter of the square. In every shape, to calculate the perimeter, we will add up all the sides. The sum of all the sides of a triangle is called the perimeter of the triangle. The sum of all the sides of a square is called the perimeter of the square. The sum of all the sides of the rectangle is called the perimeter of the rectangle. What would you need to find? Area or perimeter to answer the following. The first one is, how much space does a blackboard occupy? So, let's draw a blackboard. This is a blackboard. We have to find out how much space does it occupy. So, the space will cover the whole area. That means we have to find out the area to know how much space does a blackboard occupy. Understood? The second one is, what is the length of a wire required to fence a rectangular flower bed? Let's draw the flower bed. This is rectangular in shape and it has many beautiful flowers. So if you have to protect the flowers, you have to fence the flower bed. What will you do? You will make a fence around it. So what will you need to find? Yes, the perimeter. Understood? Because perimeter is the boundary of any shape. So you will find out the perimeter of the rectangle to fence this flower bed. Third one is, what distance would you cover by taking 2 rounds of a triangular park? This is a triangular park. You have to find out what distance would you cover. So, you are taking 2 rounds of this triangular park. Can you guess? Yes. We will cover the distance equal to 2 times the perimeter of the triangle. That means 2 times the sum of all the sides of the triangle. Understood? Fourth one, how much plastic sheet do you need to cover a rectangular swimming pool? This is rectangular swimming pool. We have to cover it by a plastic sheet. The whole rectangular pool should be covered. So, we need to find out the area of the swimming pool. As it is rectangular in shape, we will find out the area of the rectangle. We will take out the area of the rectangle. This is the way to write. During exams, if you get these type of questions, you have to write in this manner. Let me tell you the language of the first and the second one. We will take out the perimeter of the rectangular flower bed. That means the perimeter of the rectangle. In the first one, we will take out the area of the blackboard. The formulas of perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B, because length and breadth are different in a rectangle. You can add up all the lengths and breadths, or you can multiply 2 with the sum of length plus breadth. That means 2 lengths and 2 breadths. 2 lengths, 2 breadths. In the same manner, the perimeter of a square is sum of all the sides. If A is the side of the square, then A plus A plus A plus A. This is the perimeter of the square. You can write it as this, or you can write simply as 4A. Understood? How to calculate the area of the square and the rectangle. Earlier you have read that if you put one by one all the squares and then count how many small squares are there inside the square, you can calculate the area of the square. Do you remember? Yes. So you will count how many squares are there. These total number of squares give you the area of the square. These are 3 shapes. The outer boundary is the perimeter. The inside of each shape is the area of the shape. The region enclosed in the closed figure is called the area. You can put up different figures given in the formula to calculate the area of the square and area of the rectangle. This is the square, this is the rectangle. Now, area of the square is A square or side square, because all the sides, all the 4 sides of a square are equal, A and A. So, to find out the area, you will multiply A to A. Have you got my point? In a square, if one side is 5, the other 3 sides are also 5, 5, 5. If you multiply 5 by 5, this will cover the whole of the part or the region enclosed inside the square. That means the area of the square. 5 into 5. That means 25. Meter square or centimeter square. Unit of the area calculated will be in the square. That means square units, square centimeter or square meter. While if you calculate the perimeter will be in the single unit, centimeter or meter. Right? Now, how to calculate the area of the rectangle? You know there are 2 lengths and 2 breadths. That means opposite side of a rectangle are equal. This is equal to this, this is equal to this. So you will multiply length and breadth to get the area of the rectangle. This whole region enclosed inside the rectangle is the area, and the formula will be given by length into breadth. Got my point? Understanding the concepts is very necessary before moving forward to solve the questions or solve the problems. Once you understand the concepts, you will be able to solve all the questions, all the exercises from your textbook or outside your textbook. You will be able to ace your examination and clear any entrance exam and get through the competitions. If you have any query or doubt, you can ask me via WhatsApp or you can write a mail on the given mail ID. Videos are regularly uploaded on this channel. If you want to watch all the videos, you want to get updated, please subscribe the channel LearnAtScholar. Subscription is totally free. You have to press the red button and do not forget to press the bell to receive notification of the recently uploaded videos. If you wish to calculate the cost of fencing a square garden, what will you do? You must have the knowledge of fencing. Like this is the square garden and this is a beautiful garden full of flowers. You have to fence this garden so that nobody can enter in the garden without permission and spoil it. So what will you do? You will make a fence around it. For this, you have to calculate the perimeter of the square to know the total cost of fencing. Understood? Now, this is a rectangular sheet of paper. Tanya needs one square of 4 centimeter. So, she cuts this square from this rectangular sheet. Now, will the perimeter decrease or increase? Or will it remain the same after cutting the square? This is one thread. If we have to push it like this in the form of a square, then it will be like this. If this length remains the same and still this depression is made, that means of 4 centimeter, then what will happen? We have to add the thread, right? Keep the length same. That means the original length of the rectangle will increase. We have to add more thread like this, and the remaining sides are same. If the original length was 28 centimeter and one square of 4 centimeter is cut, so you will lose this portion of 4 centimeter, but again these three portions are added in the perimeter. That means 4 3 ja 12 is added and 4 is subtracted. So you will add up this portion, this portion, this portion with this portion. If this was 28, 28 minus 4 will be 24. That means this length is 24. We will add these three portions in 24. 24 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. 24 plus 12. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. So 24 plus 12 is equal to 36. Now this length is 36. Earlier this length was 28. So if we add 36 plus 21 plus 21 plus 28 will be the resulting perimeter? Yes. What was the original perimeter? 28 plus 28 plus 21 plus 21. This one. So what happened? Perimeter increased by cutting one square. Now if we cut another square, what will happen? This length will increase further. That means now you will add 36 plus 36 plus 21 plus 21. Got my point? The perimeter will still increase. Now calculate the area. If we don't know the formula to calculate the area, we will put same side squares in this rectangle. If each square is of 1 meter, the total number of square is the area of the rectangle, right? And now we are removing two squares from this rectangle. If there are a total of 50 squares, that means the area of the rectangle is 50 meter square or 50 centimeter square, whatever unit is given. If we take out two squares, the remaining area will be 48 meter square or 48 centimeter square. That means the area is decreased, right? The length earlier was 28, the breadth was 21. The area was 28 into 21 is equal to 588 centimeter square. Now one square is removed of area. One side was 4 meter, the area will be 4 into 4, that means the side is square. So the area of the square is 4 into 4, 16 centimeter square. So this area is removed from the rectangle. That means the remaining area will be 588 minus 16. If Tanya removed another square from this rectangle, then the remaining area will be 588 minus 16 minus 16. That means 16 plus 16 will be subtracted from 588 to get the final area of the rectangle. That means this proves that it is not necessary if the perimeter is increasing, the area will increase. It may decrease. Let's move to find the solutions of the problems given in your textbook. Give two examples where the area increases as the perimeter increases. A square of side 1 meter. This is the first example I am giving. The area of square of side 1 meter will be 1 meter square because the area of the square is side square. The perimeter is 4a, where a is the side of the square. So 4 into 1 is 4 meter. Now the side increased to 2 meter. When we increase the side, the area obviously will increase because it will be now 2 square, 4 meter square. Perimeter will be 4a. Now a is 2. So perimeter will be 8 meter. That means area and perimeter both are increasing. We will write area increases as the perimeter increases. You can see perimeter increased from 4 meter to 8 meter, area increased from 1 meter square to 4 meter square. This was the first example. Now move on to the second example. We can take the area of any shape, rectangle, triangles, square. In the second example, I am taking the shape rectangle. The rectangle of length 6 meter and breadth 3 meter. Area will be 18 meter, that means length into breadth, 6 3 ja 18 meter square. Perimeter will be 2l plus b, that means 9 into 2 is 18 meter. Now perimeter and area are 18 meter and 18 meter square respectively. Now length is increased to 9 meter. Earlier it was 6 meter, now it is 9 meter. Area will be 9 into 6 as breadth increased to 6 meter. Area is 54 meter square and perimeter will be 2 into L plus B. That means 2 into length plus breadth. That means 15 into 2, 30 meter. Now you can easily see that the area increases as the perimeter increases. Understood? These were the two examples. Perimeter increased from 18 meter to 30 meter. Area increased from 18 to 54 meter square. Now they are asking, give examples where the area does not increase when perimeter increases. The first example, consider one rectangle where length is 10 centimeter and breadth is 8 centimeter. So the area will be length into breadth. That means 10 into 8 is equal to 80 centimeter square. Perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. That means 2 into 10 plus 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. 2 into 18 is equal to 36 centimeter. Consider another rectangle where length is 20 centimeter and breadth is 4 centimeter. The perimeter is 20 plus 4 into 2 is equal to 48 centimeter. Now let's find out the area. Area is length into breadth, that means 20 into 4 is equal to 80 centimeter square. Now you can see that the area of the rectangle is same, 80 centimeter square and 80 centimeter square. Now you can see that the perimeter has increased from 36 to 48 centimeter. So we can say that area does not increase when perimeter increases. This was the first example. Another example is given in your textbook where squares are removed from a rectangular sheet. Will the perimeters of the remaining sheet increase further? Will the area increase or decrease further? So what can we infer from this? It is clear that the increase of perimeter need not lead to increase in area. This example is already explained. Now exercise 11.1. The first question is, length and breadth of a rectangular piece of land are 500 and 300 meter respectively. Find its area. Very easy. You know the formula of the area of a rectangle, which is equal to length into breadth. That means 500 into 300. So the area will be 1,50,000. The unit will be meter square. Now the second, cost of the land if 1 meter square of the land cost rupees 10,000.
the cost of 1 meter square is rupees 10,000. So 1,50,000 meter square land will cost 1,50,000 into 10,000. So this is the cost of the whole land, the total cost. Second question is, find the area of a square park whose perimeter is given as 320 meter. Students, you should understand basically what is area and what is perimeter, because these are the basics. Do not just memorize the formula, but understand the concepts. Perimeter of a square is 4 into side. Perimeter of a square park is given as 320. So 4 into side is equal to 320. That means the side will be 80 meter. Okay. Now we can easily find out the area of the square park as we know the side. Side is square, that means 80 into 80. Area of the park is 6400 meters square. Third question, find the breadth of the rectangular plot of land if its area is 440 meters square. Length is 22 meter. Area is length into breadth, that means 22 into breadth. Area is given as 440. We can easily find out the breadth by dividing 440 by 22. Breadth is 20 meter. Understood? Now we have to find out the perimeter. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. That means 2 into 22 plus 20 is equal to 42, 84 meter. Fourth question is, perimeter of a rectangular sheet is 100 centimeter. If the length is 35 centimeter, find its breadth. Also find the area. The sheet is rectangular in shape, so its perimeter will be given by 2 into length plus breadth. Perimeter is given as 100, length is 35. We will put the figures in the formula to find out the breadth. So the breadth will be 50 minus 35 is equal to 15 centimeter. Now we will find out the area. Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. 35 into 15 is equal to 525 centimeter square. Therefore, area of the rectangular sheet is 525 centimeter square. Fifth question is, the area of a square park is the same as of a rectangular park. If the side of the square park is 60 meter, length of the rectangular park is 90 meter. Find the breadth of the rectangular park. area of a square park is equal to area of a rectangular park. If the side of the square park is given, we can easily find out the area of the square park, because area is side square. So 60 into 60 will be the area of the square park, and it is equal to the area of a rectangular park. That means 3600 meter square. So it is also the area of the rectangular park. Length of the rectangular park is 90 meter. 3600 is equal to length into breadth, which is the area of a rectangle. That means 90 into breadth. Length is given, we have to find out the breadth. This is the way to calculate. If you want any more explanation, or if you are not able to understand anything, you can write in the comment section or connect me via WhatsApp at the given number. Now the breadth of the rectangular park is 40 meter. Question number 6. A wire is in the shape of a rectangle. Its length is 40 centimeter, breadth is 22 centimeter. If the same wire is rebent in the shape of a square, what will be the measure of each side? Also find which shape encloses more area. Now here, if you have understood the concept of perimeter and area, you will be able to understand easily that the perimeter of the rectangle will be equal to the perimeter of the square, because both are made from the same wire of same length. Understood? So the perimeter of this rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth, 2 into 40 plus 22, 2 into 62 is equal to 124 centimeter. This is the perimeter of the rectangle, and also this is the perimeter of the square, because the same wire is used to form the square. Students, you have to solve step by step during the examination to get full marks. If you want to be the topper in your class or in your whole school, just follow some simple rules. I have made a separate video on how to become topper. You can browse through the channel and find out that video. Watch that video and score the best marks. Now the perimeter of the square is 124. 4a is equal to 124. 4a is the perimeter of the square. The side of the square will be 31 centimeter. Thus the measurement of each side is 31 centimeter. Now let's find out the last part, which shape encloses more area. The perimeter is same, but as you know, it is not necessary. If the perimeter does not increase, the area cannot increase. The area of rectangle and square is different. Now we have to find out which shape has more area. Area of the rectangle is 40 into 22 is equal to 880 centimeter square, while the area of the square is side square. The side is 31, So 31 square is the area of the square. That means 961. So it is clear that the area of the square is more than the area of the rectangle. This is the answer of the last part of the question. The square encloses more area. Seventh question. Perimeter of a rectangle is 130 centimeter. If the breadth of the rectangle is 30 centimeter, find its length. Also find the area of the rectangle. Perimeter is given as 130 centimeter. The formula of the perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus breadth, length plus breadth. Breadth is given, perimeter is given. We can easily put these figures in the formula and find out its length. The length will be 65 minus 30. Is equal to 35 centimeter. Now we know the length and breadth. We can easily find out the area of the rectangle. Now let's find out the area of the rectangle, which is given by the formula length into breadth. (35 into 30). It is equal to 1050 centimeter square. The question is solved. Answer is length is 35 centimeter and area is 1050 centimeter square. The last question is, the door is given. We have to find out the area to be whitewashed. The measurement of the door is given as length 2 meter, breadth 1 meter. So if we have to whitewash the walls, we have to subtract the area of the door to find out the actual area to be whitewashed, right? First of all, let's find out the area of the whole wall, which is given by length into breadth, as the wall is rectangular in shape. It is equal to 4.5 into 3.6, that is 16.2 meters square.
But it is the area of the total wall. Now we have to find out the area to be whitewashed. So we will subtract the area of the door from the area of the wall to find out the actual area to be whitewashed. That means the remaining area of the wall. 16.2 minus 2 is 14.2 meters square. The cost of whitewashing the wall is given as 20 per meter square. So the total cost of whitewashing will be 14.2 into 20. Have you got it? If you have any query, any doubt, you can connect me via WhatsApp or you can write a mail. Mail ID is learnatscholar@gmail.com. This was your exercise 11.1 with some try these. Stay tuned on this channel to watch the whole course. If you like the video, do not forget to hit the like button to stay tuned, subscribe the channel and press the bell and share the knowledge with others. Bye bye for now.